Hello and welcome back to the third season of Doing It Down Under with Melbourne City FC. So, we're back for the new season. After a great season last season where we won the final series but couldn't quite clinch the regular season, we're back. And hopefully this season we'll have a good cup run. Maybe we'll win the regular season and we must definitely try and win the final series again, and maybe we could have a sneaky good run in the Asian Champions League. So we got that to look forward to after Christmas. But before we go into any of that, I'm going to talk about transfers. So let's go to our transfer history. So this season, as you can see, I brought in 6 players and let go 1 player. Now let's go quickly for the out, and the out was Aaron Moy. Now, as you can see, he looks like a really good player, and you know he was performed in our first season. But because of his injury last season, I just didn't trust him, and I thought his physicals didn't suit the position of shadow striker. So I ended up letting him go, and plus he was on high wages, and I couldn't really get him onto another contract as he wanted ridiculous wages, and I couldn't afford that. So he's gone, hasn't found a club yet. Quite sad to see him leave, Aaron Moy, but what can you do if you don't have the money? So his replacement was Dimitris Pelakas, who was a Greek under-21, or used to be a Greek under-21 player, who will play in that shadow striker role. As you can see, he does have the most of the physicals needed to. I mean, he's not as good as Moy, you could say, but he's younger, still got lots of potential in him. I do like how he's got good free kick taking and long shots, and he's a good set piece player. He has international experience, and he's on pennies for this league. Well, not for this league, but for the team and for his ability. So his actual ability is leading for most high on the A-League, and he has potential to be a star high on the A-League attacking midfielder in the future, with 2.5 at the moment and 4-star in the future. What else can I show you? Yeah, we got him a free. He played for PAOK in Greece last season, and the season before that he played for Vit Stebul in the Portuguese Premier League, and he only played 5 games there. It didn't do that bad. Got 1 goal and 1 assist. So that was the first signing. And then I signed Giuseppe Giancetti, who was, of course, must be slightly Italian. He is a youth prospect that I signed for 2.4k because I had to pay compensation to the club, Ballart. So at first looks of him, he looks really good, but apparently he's only got 1.5 star potential, and I don't get it, because look, he looks really good, especially with determination of 16, finishing of 12, finishing of 11, heading of 12, flair of 13, and I thought I was getting a good deal, but I guess not. But I love his name, Giuseppe, so hopefully he can develop. We needed a backup striker, as of course we don't have Davis on loan from New York City because he didn't do the best, because he didn't score. So we brought in Bernie Abini, who played for Sydney and Central Coast Mariners, and he looks really good as a really good backup. He's about the same age as Bullet, kind of the same player, maybe a bit more, let's say, target man type, a bit more physical in the strength sense, even though Bullet is very, very good at his physicals. But he adds a different aspects to our game, and of course he's been playing for the under-21s ages ago. He's on a cheap deal. I signed him from Dongyang in the Chinese First Division, the one just below, I think it is, isn't it? Yes, it is. And he's been scoring well for them, and when he did in his first season in the High on A League, in the game, he scored 5, so hopefully he can get 5 goals for us. I mean, we need the extra rotation and backup, especially after Christmas, because of the Asian Champions League. So hopefully he can come in and do a job. Then we signed another youth player, Marijan Bikak, who is Australian. Does he have any? He's Croatian as well. He was born in Croatia, yeah. And we bought him from Melbourne Knights and he looks absolutely brilliant for 18. He could become the next Malk in our team, I think. He doesn't have any injury problems. He's supposed to have 5-star potential, and he's already been playing some pre-season games, and he's performing, which is brilliant. If you look, I think, in his non-competitive stats, he's played 5 games, scored 4, had 2 assists, and man a match. I don't think that's just in ours. I think in our pre-season, I think that's one of them must have been in the youth game. Then we got one player on loan, Rodney Congola, a Dutch international, under-21 international, plays for Man City, got him on no wages per week, and he looks like an amazing player. I mean, look at those technicals, those physicals and mentals. Great for an 18-year-old. He's probably one of the best players in the team, and it says he's a star for the most behind the A-League teams. Didn't play that well at Sparta last year, but he would have only been 17, so I can understand why. He's had a good pre-season, so hopefully he can be back up or even pushing to start in front of Partaloo. Now, I did try and sign Cameron Burgess, but I couldn't, as even though he's 20 at the moment, it wouldn't allow me to loan him because he would have counted as one of the over 20 players, and we already have 20 over 20 players, which is quite sad because he's Australian, so he wouldn't have been counting to the national amount of foreigners. But he is a good player. Sadly, we couldn't get him. We did get him, but we couldn't have him. So that's transfers done. Then I have changed the tactics a bit because we weren't really defending that well in pre-season, and we weren't really looking good in pre-season, which is a shame because I thought the tactic was really well. But the only thing I've changed is I brought the anchor man into the central of the midfield, and I put him as a ball-winning midfielder on defend, which is, I thought, we kind of just makes us a bit more gritty, because now we have that player that just like runs at people and tackles them. So I think that's really worked in pre-season if I show you the results and when I changed it. So if we go that quickly now, I think I changed the tactic after the Hume City result. I changed the tactic into a 4-4-1-1, if you could say, or 4-4-2 technically, and it really worked out, and we haven't conceded since, which is brilliant. I won't go through all the friendlies, I'll just go through the FFA Cup results. So our first game was in the FFA Cup, our first competitive game against Rochdale Rovers, where we managed to beat them 3-2. This was before we had changed the tactics, so it was a bit scary because we did concede 2 against a non-league Australian side. But we came out on top because Bullet scored 2 goals, and then Dimitris Peltas with a free kick in the 4th minute set us on our way. And as you can see, our fitness was horrible. I never like seeing that. I arranged as many pre-season friendlies before this as I could, and it just didn't seem to work. So we were lucky to win that, but we managed to get through, and we didn't have to have a repeat of the last season. So as you can see, I arranged a lot of friendlies in New Zealand as I wanted to change it up a bit. So I played Hawke's Bay, Auckland and Western Suburbs in New Zealand. Then we were drawn after that against Adelaide United in the second round, and we scraped through this one after we changed our tactic. But we dominated. We should have had more goals. Abini was unlucky not to score. As you see, he got 6.3 because he couldn't finish. But Akiyoshi in extra time managed to secure us the win away against Adelaide in the second round of the Cup, which was good. And that's pre-season. I think that's all I need to cover. We did have interest in... Who was it? McGowan from Magicianland. But luckily I said to him, okay, we'll let you go if there's a bid come in, and I raised his minimum clause, whatever you want to say, in the transfer thing, his asking price to like 10 million, so it scared Midgetland away, so now we can keep him. I mean, I was tempted to sell him for the money and then try and get Burgess on loan, but I thought, no, McGowan has been a great player for us, I don't want to lose him, the fans don't want to lose him, so we kept with him, which was brilliant. That is all I think I really want to talk about. Yes. I think we have still one of the best squads in the A-League, which is brilliant. And let's stop dawdling and go into the first game of the Hyundai A-League season against Perth Glory away. We always get drawn against the annoying teams away. So, as you can see, I'm just going to go down back here. We are playing Meredith Jones, who is one of our youth prospects. That's another person I want to talk about. This is our best youth in prospect. He's brilliant. I think he's got a 3.5-star report if you count the black stars a half. So he looks really good. And the only reason I'm playing him today is because McGowan is out and Herman is out with injury. Bullet, Akiyoshi and Kongola are also out due to international duty. So Jones starts at the back with us with Chapman and Germano and Redman in goal. Then we have Duff in because of Akiyoshi's international duty. Luongo and Partaloo will be our main starters for most of the season, with Retri on the right wing as he's looking better than Corrin in pre-season. And then we've got Pelkas, our new signing, in the shadow striker role. I was tempted to play Mauk, but I thought his fitness was a bit low, so I played Pelkas. And then Abini is starting up front as we have Karen Bullitt on international duty. So that is the team. We are not favourites. We are 13-8 to win. And that's a bit sad because I thought surely if we're one of the leading teams there in the A-League and we won the final series last time out, we would have been favourites, but I guess not. We haven't won on the opening day of the season or for the past 2 seasons, which is quite sad. So hopefully we can buck that trend against Perth. Let's do the tunnel interview. We look good in preparation. I'm focusing on what we can do and hope we can get a good result. So, again, no Kyo. They're playing Harold instead, which is a good player, but not at the same level as Kyo. Is Kyo not fit or something? No, he's 100% fit. Has he scored in pre-season? Yes, he scored in pre-season. I have no idea why they're not playing him. Maybe they're just saving him for a bigger match, even though they're playing the final series winners of the last season. But, let's go into the game. Opposition instructions. I'll get it from Lucasino Treni now. And I'll encourage the team. And I'll say I have the faith. Well, not really, but I believe in them. So let's go. They kick off. O'Neill to Thwaite to Zajakov. And Luongo managed to intercept. But Pelkas gets challenged. And there's still a highlight on. Jameson tries a long shot. And it goes well wide. So, Meredith finds Abini, who comes back out to Meredith, to Luongo, tries a long shot, it is saved by Vukovic, but Pelkas, on his A-League debut, is able to slip in the rebound. Hopefully that will be more of the same from us. Luongo can't clear, Zajakovic nearly scores, Clisby gives it to Griffiths, to Jubic, to O'Neill, to Clisby. So it looks like we're kind of being a bit overrun in midfield, which is not what I want to see. Redmayne having to make a really good save there. I think it might be their tactic. Meredith to Duff, who finds Abini, back to Duff. And Radjov gets it clear and runs with it. Jameson gets tackled by Retri. Jones is there to intercept. It might be because Jones, I'm not sure, because he's not that experienced. He hasn't played a game for us this season, so I'm a bit worried. And they score to make it 1-1. It's a Migro Drag Rajic goal from a header, which is not good at all. We are just falling apart here, which is not good at all. I'll just say calmly to them, encourage them. Bearing in mind this is not our full strength stride, I think we're not doing that badly, but it's very annoying how they have to plan international games just as we're kicking off our season and we don't have any chance to delay it because most of our team's out. I'm sorry, but most of the good players or the world class players in our team, not world class but world class for us, are out, and that's really frustrating. As you can see, our centre backs are not doing well today. Tony Jones is on a yellow, but I'm not going to take him off. Abini hasn't had the best of games. Partaloo has done badly. I think I'm going to put Retri. Wait, can Retri play as a ball-winning midfielder? Not really. Ooh, Massimo Luongo. I don't know. I'm going to put Luongo in the ball-winning midfielder role. Retri there in the midfield, and Corin in his natural position of wide playmaker, and say assertively, I'm not happy with that, because I'm not happy. Redmayne to get a beanie. Can he find anyone? No, but he does get fouled by Djurdjevic, and he's off. Must have been a tackle from behind. That's not what we want to see, but it is what we want to see, really, because now they are down to 10 men. Pelkas with a free kick, but it goes into the hands of Vukovic. Chapman tries to clear it, but it only finds Clisby. Keogh is on the pitch, tries a long shot, but it goes nowhere. Now, what is going on? Is it just because we have a poor defence, or why can't we keep possession or make chances? This is strange. I don't like it. I'm going to bring another sub. What do I do? What do I do? Luongo's not looking that good at the moment, so I don't know what to do. What shall I do? I'm going to bring on Mauk. No. Wait, can Dimitri... No, I'm just going to advanced tactics. Can Pelkas play in the midfield? Not really. Can Zulu play in the midfield? Ball winning? No, not really. Retri, can he play there? Yeah, I guess, but Mount, can he play in deep line support? Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Keogh tries to get it past Redmayne as I wasn't looking, and we are lucky not to concede. I'm going to say assertively, concentrate. We are not doing well here, which is not great to see on the opening game of the season. But we don't have Bullet, we don't have McGowan, we don't have, let's say, Akiyoshi. We're missing lots of players, and that's not good enough. We're not gelling, I don't know why. Pelkas finds a beanie. Duff. Mauk. Can he get it into the net? No, he can't. And Jones clears all the way up to Vukovic. This must be some debut for Jones. I would have rather not played him in a game like this, the first game of the season. It's a bit like the Swansea result we got against Manchester United. So I'm going to make one more change. I'm going to bring Garcia, who didn't feature at all last season due to me not thinking he was good enough. But he's going to get his substitute appearance this year, so he will get a trophy if we do manage to win anything. Keogh is unlucky not to find the net there, and I think this game is going to end up 1-1, which is a shame for both sides, as both sides would have been looking for the win. But I don't know whether we played badly because we didn't have the defenders or the players that would have been starting in our team, or whether it was the tactic that we just haven't. It wasn't good enough. I'm not sure. I shouldn't get worried because it's only the first game of the season, and we never do good on the first day of the season. So let's not worry about it. As again, I'm going to just show you who was away. Very important players were away. So let's not think of much into it. I've been the Philosopher 24. This is the third season as Melbourne City. Ooh, I nearly said victory then. That's bad. Melbourne City, and I am out.